more than anything else.
More than anything, yeah.
And the Kentucky Derby's about the fashion. And then Danny was all gussied up and went on to Facebook. I guess it was Facebook Live on Saturday to mix a mint julep. If you didn't know how, you'd learn. And if you wanted to have a drink with her, you could. Listen to this.
Derby time in just a few minutes, which means it's mint julep time. One of my favorites.
Really starts out great, doesn't it? I mean, it really starts out strong.
And this had a mint julep from Churchill Downs originally in it. So I'm going to show you how to make them because I wanted one today. Really easy. I planted mint in my garden, so I would have these for today. So you're going to take the leaves off.
That right there, when the dog barks the first time, is the beginning of the end of this video.
The leaves off. My dog wants one too, apparently. Excuse my dogs as they fight. Could y'all get them to stop, please? Hey, Louie. Yeah, thanks. Then you're going to take 3 sugar cubes. Sugar cubes. These were hard to find. I guess I don't make sugar cubes anymore. You think I would have opened this before I started this video, right? There we go. And then you're going to muddle them so it just brings out the
I hate hearing myself.
the flavor of the mint and crush the sugar cubes.
And I just think that it's a fun video and you look fantastic in it, Danny.
You said I look like a hot mess.
The kids get involved, and I was getting to the hot mess part. I mean, I get you're in your Kentucky Derby, but you got a yellow dress on, a green hat, and these wraparound shades that look like you're about to go fishing. And it was just, and I was that's what I was wondering about was the look.
Well, I guess you can't because there's the matching green stems of the yellow dress. They have flowers on them and they have stems on the bottom of them. Match the green hat.
Okay. So you matched in person.
Yes, I matched in person. The sunglasses, I didn't know they were such sporting looking sunglasses. I might need to get some new ones. I thought they were very fashionable.
Well, I don't mean to give you a complex.
No, I thought they were like big sunglasses.
I'm just saying Giselle probably wouldn't have worn them to the Kentucky Derby. That's all I'm saying.
Really?
Like, I just don't know.
Like tortoiseshell sunglasses aren't hip.
How the hell do I know what's hip?
I don't know.
So if you're taking fashion advice from somebody, it should probably be somebody else. But I was saying this video looked like, and the kids got involved. Now Josie and Macy know how to make a mint julep.
We went to softball that morning, which takes a while, and then we went to soccer, and then we went to a birthday party that ended at 5. And I thought that the last race was at 5:30, the Derby. So I mean, it's 5:05. We leave Collierville, and we got 25 minutes to drive. I parked that car in the driveway and run inside, and the girls are actually like starting to cry. They're like, "Where did you go?" And they're like, "What is going on?" Because I had a hat and dress on, like Bewitched. And I was like,
in record.
I was like, here are your hats, get a dress. And it was within 40 seconds. I swear to God, we were dressed. And then we came outside because I don't know why I had to do it outside. But so, yeah, I forgot half the ingredients. I forgot a straw to stir it. I forgot the water. Thank God we have a thing out there. But I was trying to beat the clock.
Well, you did, I think.
I beat it by like 20 minutes.
Yeah. Nicely done, Daddy.
No, but I didn't realize I had so much more time, or we would have set it up a little bit better.
It's pretty funny, though. The dogs are barking. The kids are all up in the middle of it. You can't open the sugar. You can't find the water.
See, and I thought that's what made it good.
I loved it. I thought it was great. It was so you. That's what made it funny. And
why are sugar cubes so hard to find?
I have no idea. Coronavirus, maybe? I didn't know they were hard to find. I only buy the 4-pound bag.
Right. I've never bought sugar cubes that I know of, but I had a hard time finding them.
So Danny,
that drink is all booze.
Oh man, it looks like a strong one. You got ice and a little bit of mint and a little bit of water, and then the rest of it is whiskey.
Yes, and it's tasty, and it puts you on your butt.
I'll bet it does. That much whiskey, man. You'll either make a baby or getting put in jail. One of the
Now it's bourbon, okay? Bourbon.
Bourbon. My bad. My bad.
You know how hard it was to find? Well, that's why I had to get Evan Williams because it says Kentucky bourbon. And it's about the only bottle I could find because I wasn't going with Kentucky whiskey.
You went to the liquor store 15 minutes before the Kentucky Derby and couldn't find bourbon? What?
Well, I mean, no. They just they claim bourbon and whiskey are the same thing. That's just where it's made. So every bottle says whiskey.
It's the water. It's the water that's made with.
Okay, so tell me another bourbon that just straight up says bourbon.
Evan Williams, Woodward Reserve. Most of them are high end though. I mean, if you're just buying it to make a YouTube video, you don't want to pay $80 for a bottle of whiskey.
Well, that's what I told him. I said, I don't want college. Don't give me college whiskey. And then I pick up Evan Williams. He's like, dang me. And I'm like, I know. But it says Kentucky and it says bourbon.
So there it is. Did you take that bottle to the to soccer or softball?
I did not.
Well, you missed an opportunity there. Believe it or not, some people actually drink alcohol at kids' sporting events. Myself included. We'll talk about how to get away with it in minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I told everybody at the softball game we were going to be talking about this. You thought I could get some audio from them. My eye is running, making my nose run, and I'm getting annoyed.
I took a Benadryl this morning. I'm surprisingly not stuffed up.
I've tried to take this contact out for 48 hours. It won't come out.
You need a minute to try again?
No. I'm just going to let it irritate me all day.
It's red. It's your left eye, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's red. I guess from rubbing it or whatever.
It was swollen shut yesterday. That's what with the sunglasses, I was like, whew, I look like I got to wear sunglasses in this video.
So
I mean, by 5:30, I'd been sweating since 7:30 in the morning. My body feels so sore today.
What'd you do yesterday? Lay around all day? Do nothing?
Planted in the rain. That's why I'm so sore. Digging all those holes. And Willie's workouts have really turned into our workouts. Yep, Justin, it came back. Came back around.
What? What came back around?
Monday.
Oh, yeah, it always does.
Mm-hmm.
Every week. Well, Justin had something really funny on Facebook the other day. I forget what it was. But I saw it and got quite a giggle. I don't remember what it was. Oh, you see so much crap on Facebook.
I love my friends.
They're good people. They're good people.
She said, don't be taking criticism on fashion advice from Corey.
Right?
Funny enough, if you watch the win, the lady right next to the trainer has almost the exact same thing on as you. Green and yellow.
Nice.
Oh, that's hilarious. I mean, I'm not kidding. Right when that race was done, I looked at my girls like, you ready to change? Because I tried to find quick and easy that dress. And once I did, I didn't realize that apparently my rib cage has changed in size. I mean, I could not breathe in the thing.
Really? Just tied around the...
It's got to be 25 years old.
That dress was 25 years old?
25 years old, yeah.
Just the fact that you can still wear it just is a big rare to everybody in the world.
You know, I tried to wear my mom's wedding dress and it wouldn't zip up because of my rib cage. It's either because I'm real crooked or I have big ribs.
Huge ribs. Double D ribs.
Food, not so much. Here, yes.
Ribs?
Yes.
Oh, it's like Corky's.
All bourbon is whiskey, but not all whiskey can be bourbon. Very nice. Got it. I knew there's something weird about it.
Because of the water. Got to use water from the limestone, whatever. Naturally filtered Kentucky water in the creek. It's the water. It's the only difference between Jack Daniels and Evan Williams bourbon. The only difference is the water. Well, there may be some other ingrediental differences, but look at you, detail oriented.
I mean, right? I'm just kidding. I need to.
You should read that text.
Okay.
And we'll laugh about that a little bit. And when you feel the time is right, you can transition it to your conversation with other parents at the game. With the limestone water or whatever, Justin. It's got to be. Water's got to be. It's all about the water. I need to get me a whiskey still, set it up here at the radio station. And instead of a crawfish boil, we run a run of liquor. Two minutes.
How do I get to that?
Oh, my point on asking you what you did yesterday, just laid around, is because I know you didn't just lay around.
Oh,
That is not your MO. A relaxing day on the couch doesn't happen.
well, it's just amazing how much gets done when my husband and I aren't trying to do it together. He was very productive as well.
You do that, I'll do this. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Oh, I'm just read that text. I'm losing my mind over here.
There's no I in team, but there is an I in pie.
It was an iron team. It's an a-hole.
That's only when it's only corporate team.
Now back to Dan
I'm having the party. I can't stand people who have a party and then tell me to bring my own beer.
and Country Code.
I'm here to supervise.
98.1 The Max.
Oh, between that and the mint julep, I sound like the most pretentious idiot there is.
Nah, you're not an idiot.
I did have a friend text. Thank you. Don't be taking criticism on fashion advice from Corey, or fashion advice from Corey. I'm sorry. And then, funny enough, if you watch the win, the lady right next to the trainer has almost the same thing on as you, green and yellow. So look it. I didn't even know I was highfalutin. As I say in that video at the end, there ain't nothing fancy about me though.
Yes.
And Corey pointed them all the reasons out.
And I mean, it's reasonable not to take fashion advice and or criticism from me. I'm standing here in a Tavin Dillard t-shirt for crying out loud.
Don't think I wasn't going to say that. You have a peacock. You have a peacock with a squirrel in a headlock on your t-shirt.
It's a fully mature peacock. And I wear the same pair of jeans for a week at a time. So don't take fashion advice from me.
So if I see something walking down the hall, it's not necessarily you. It might be your pants.
Might be just my pants. They can drive a car. I mean, they know. They've got muscle memory. They know how to get to the radio station.
Yes, and thank you to Justin on our Facebook Live. He says that all bourbon is whiskey, but not all whiskey can be bourbon.
Right. Yeah. Good.
Good to know. Well, I knew there was some kind of weird difference.
It's the water. It's got to be made in Kentucky with Kentucky water. While the Kentucky Wildcats are playing basketball with the guy with one leg.
Do you take bourbon to your kids' sporting events?
No, I'm not looking for that kind of party.
Me neither. You know, whenever I do have whiskey, though, like in the middle of the day, I feel like it's like game day, Alabama football. I mean, you wake up and the smell, the bourbon bliss in Tuscaloosa, which is same in Oxford, anywhere, you know, you just smell it when you wake up and you're like, it's game day. It's game face on. Game face on.
Well, see, my daughter's she made color guard for Bartlett High School. So she's going to be at the Bartlett High School football game starting this fall on, Friday nights. So I was already thinking about how to sneak beer in there. I mean, Margo and I had a huge discussion about it. It's probably a terrible idea. I'll probably just go to jail if I get caught, but
that's funny because I would think, bringing it on to a high school game or onto a campus is much scarier than just going to the kids' soccer game.
Well, I mean, and see, the thing that soccer games, softball games and stuff, they start at 7, 8 in the morning. Which
the mimosas are a lot more expensive.
Yeah, but Bartlett High games are at 7 o'clock in the evening. So I mean, it makes more sense to drink at 7 p.m. than it does at 7 a.m. Unless, of course, it's Alabama game day.
Well, White Claws they go good about noon.
Yeah.
I can start those early. The softball's at 9, so I haven't done that yet, but I did tell the parents that we will be having mimosas on the final game day.
And how did they react to that?
They laughed at me because that's what you do, I guess.
They didn't think as you were handing out coffee and donuts, I'll bet, they didn't think you were serious.
I don't know.
No, they're going to find out.
Oh yeah. and every time I do this, it's like the moms will get together and it'll be like the final game and we'll go out or do something like this. We'll go, why don't we do this all year? God, I like you. I like you. I wouldn't talk to you. Blah, blah, blah. And then we're all just best friends and the season's over.
And then you don't talk again.
Nope.
And then next season, you got a whole new group of moms to worry about.
Yeah. And see, alcohol always just kind of loosens everybody up.
Right.
So we should do it the first game.
That's actually a really good idea. Then you'll be buddies all season long. You'll be on the phone with them. Can you believe blah, 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 blah. Coach gets said, blah, blah, blah. It'll be a whole gossip thing for a whole season. And that's good fun. That's good fun.
Oh, we only do it to have gossip, right? Or am I wrong?
I thought everything we did for gossip.
No, not anymore. I could care less, or couldn't care less about other people and their problems.
Oh, I don't care. Don't get it confused with caring. I just want to talk about it.
To make you feel better.
It's got nothing to do with feelings. It's pure entertainment. It's pure entertainment.
So is it wrong to drink at kids' games?
I don't know. I mean, I do it anyway, though.
I mean, I do too. I think a lot more people do it than we think. 901-535-9898.
I mean, surely there's at least another person that's as bad as we are.
At least one. I mean, and who cares about the open container law, right? Terrible.
The Barbecue Fest, the World Championship Barbecue Cooking Contest is on this year, and we've got tickets with your morning wood coming up. Fun conversation.
Oh my God. Check out the Zip Whip.
That's funny. That's funny.
Do you see the one? It's Mike N.
Yeah, I saw that.
You should write in a whisper. No.
Even on rainy days, the birds sing in Germantown.
It's not raining right now.
I was really hoping it would keep going for a little while. That meme, though. Oh, it's the same person that sent the meme. Post the meme, Lauren. Post the meme. Show it to the class. Judging by today's Facebook title, you saw the greatest story of all time.
Of all time. I mean, of all time. That is so disgusting.
That is the greatest story of all time. OAT.
For everyone that is wondering what Lauren put up on the Zip Whip, it's a meme, and it says, "Me, slams shot, snorts a fat line. F yeah, let's do another one." And then it says, "Everyone else at my nephew's 4th birthday party," and it's women screaming.
Pretty funny.
I can't really do it justice just talking about it. Yes, best story ever. Ever. I mean,
That's me. That's me.
did you see this the elderly couple in Tennessee?
With the Morse code?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Also me. Except I don't know Morse code.
Oh, come on, what is wrong with you? It's just running.
And your eye keeps running, and running.
I was singing the same damn thing.
That's how old I am. That's the first song that comes to mind.
From unexpectedly, someone texted me. It's perfectly acceptable to drink at your kids' games. Just put it in a covered container. My kid plays JV and varsity softball. Sometimes I'm sitting there for 4 hours. You got to drink to get through it. Don't use my name if you say this on the radio, though.
Okay. Oh, that's fair. I'm drinking, but I don't want anybody to know it. Oh, Justin bringing up.
I mean, why do you think Yeti stock went up? Is like goes up every time a new kids season of rec sports go. Yetis through the roof again. Moms are buying their wine carriers.
Seltzers are seem like the easiest one to get away with because it looks like Sprite.
Oh yeah, I told you. Did I tell you what happened with my mom when I forgot Macy's water bottle and Carl was bringing it behind us and she came running up and was like, "Mom," she's like, "Is my water bottle here?" And I had it in like this Malcolm movie kind of water bottle looking thing. And I was like, "It's on the way." And my mom was like, "Just let her have yours." I was like, "Mom, no, it's White Claw." She goes, "At 12:30 in the afternoon?"
You should have told that, man. You should have told that. That's awesome. That's great. 12:30 in the afternoon. You're like, yeah.
She goes, "I didn't know that's what it looked like." I was like, "Oh yeah, so you don't know this whole time I've been drinking? Thought you picked up water."
You picked up a water. All right. Let's get the morning wood up. All right.
How do you want to get into it?
Let's start with that text message.
Okay.
And you can leave off the "don't leave my name." Don't say my name.
Okay.
Ooh, Hawaiian mimosas.
Ooh, what's that all about?
What makes it
I'm
Hawaiian?
gonna have to make a video with a lay on. Make sure it doesn't match for Corey.
Shut up.
Now back to Danny
LOL moment. Wow.
and Country Corey
Can I bring a bottle of bourbon and a bag of weed?
on 98.1 The Max.
As long as it's to a kid's game, you can bring that bourbon and weed. According to our Rick's powder coating text line, can you bring alcohol to kids' games? They're sporting games. And someone says, I sometimes take a 16-ounce coffee cup with me with a 12-ounce beer in it. We have one grandma that always brings a Sonic Route 44 cup full of something. She's been escorted out a few times for her mouth.
That's what I would expect to happen. Is you get a little buzz, you get a little loose lipped.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't bring more than one White Claw, or like I got one container that holds like 1.5, and I'm not bringing a cooler. I'm bringing just that cup.
Well, you're not to the day-long tournaments yet, are you?
Oh no.
You're not to get at the ball field at 7 a.m., leave at 8 p.m. yet, are you?
Yeah, I can't wait for track season. That's what that sounds like.
Yeah, bringing the cooler.
Bringing the cooler, keeping it in the back. I got another one. It's perfectly acceptable to drink at your kid's game. Put it in a covered container. I've got a girl that plays JV and varsity softball. Sometimes I'm sitting there 4 hours. You got to drink to get through that.
Sometimes.
I got to drink to get through anything, though, is what I don't understand. Like, I can't think of one thing that I do besides work. And that's only because it's this early in the morning.
Right, 7:30 in the morning.
When I was doing afternoons, I was loaded most of the pandemic. Most of the pandemic, I was loaded.
No wonder that year doesn't exist. You don't even remember it.
I don't remember one thing from it. But I mean, gardening yesterday or planting flowers, beer.
That's perfectly acceptable. In fact, some people would say if you're not drinking and you're planting flowers and doing yard work, you're doing it wrong.
I would have to agree.
I need my lawnmower to have a cup holder.
Ooh, yeah. Why don't they have that?
That would be the best. If I could just get a cup holder. I mean, I own some push mower. Might look weird, but
If you could do it on a grocery cart, you could do it on a mower.
exactly. They got cup holders on grocery carts.
I mean, I didn't realize we're supposed to be drinking while we're at the grocery store because I haven't done that yet.
Yeah. I've never taken an open one with me to the grocery store, but I have gone in the grocery store and been slightly intoxicated, which usually ends up in buying 5 Red Baron pizzas.
Yeah. Is there any other way to go to the grocery store? No one wants to be there.
Barbecue Fest is back this year, and it's time to win some tickets.
Mornings on the Max with your Morning Wood.
Which Morning Wood headline is the real headline for today? Would a survey find people who would rather house hunt on Zillow than have sex?
Would competitive esports be added to the official Olympic Games?
Or would a chihuahua take down an alligator to protect a 2-year-old girl?
901-535-9898. Which one of those Morning Woods headlines is the real headlines for Barbecue Fest tickets?
Somebody wants me to know that they're up and working today.
Yes, good. 98.1 The Max. Who is this?
Hey, this is Carl.
Hey, Carl. How are you, bud?
Good. Recently moved over to Memphis, coming from Belgium.
From where?
Belgium?
Belgium.
Wow.
Yeah.
I hear you guys have great beer and waffles.
That's correct. We have great beer indeed.
The waffles are Belgian.
Oh, are they? They're not Belgium waffles, really?
Yeah, it's Belgian waffles.
Belgian waffles, but I don't eat. I only drink.
I don't eat. I only drink. So what are you liking about Memphis so far?
It's great. The weather is great, except for today. The food is great. I'm getting to learn the bourbon, but I also find some great beers already here in Memphis. So I love it.
Wonderful. Which one of those Morning Wood headlines is the real headline, brother?
I think the second one.
Oh, man. Come on, dude.
Competitive esports added to official Olympic Games is incorrect.
Jesus.
Thank you, buddy.
Hey, hold on. Let's get that. Hey, mute it real quick. Get the Belgian boys' phone number for me.
Good old Carl. $98.1 The Max. Who's this?
This is Austin over in West Memphis.
Right on, Austin. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good.
Which one of those Morning Wood headlines is the real headline?
The esports.
And the esports is incorrect.
Incorrect.
Yep.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
98.1 The Max. Who's this?
This is Brian.
Brian, which one of those headlines is the real headline?
I'm going to go with the Chihuahua.
Chihuahua taking down an alligator is incorrect.
Would be cute, though. My Husqvarna has cup holders.
$98.1 The Max. Who's this?
This is Robert.
Robert, which one of those headlines is the real headline?
The Chihuahua and the alligator.
The Chihuahua taking down an alligator is incorrect. Thank you, bub.
Thank you.
Look at them boots.
Gone country. Back,
Back
to
to
her.
their roots.
I know where I smell what you're stepping in.
Oh man, that's so annoying. Did you see my text?
Yeah.
I think it's funny that we got 8 people watching. They obviously know what the right answer is.
But nobody's calling.
Just watch you doesn't mean I want to talk to you.
Right. Can I just text you for those tickets?
I don't really like to talk.
Seems like this contest could be an email.
Oh my God.
Did you see the football player story I put at the bottom of the dealio?
I think so. Make it go away. Yes.
98 won the max. Who's this?
Hey, it's Bob.
Hey, Bob, which one of those Morning Wood headlines is the real headline?
Number 1.
Number 1. Yes, that is correct.
Thank you, Bob, with the throbbing knob. You got Morning Wood.
Well, because I listen to you on Facebook. That's why I know.
You were part of the Elite 18. All right.
Yep.
Hang on a minute. Let me get some info from you, buddy.
That's awesome.
Take care.
All right. See you, bud. All right. I think that's lined up right. Let me check. I believe that's the way we need it. Huh.
What is happening here?
Facebook.
You like old Bob with the throbbing knob, eh?
That was funny. It just goes to show you quick-witted. Yeah, I'm starting to get hungry too. I may have to get a Saubus after this. Or I wish I had a Beckmas. You know what a Beckmas is?
No.
It's a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit.
Jesus.
I just like to come up with new and annoying
Please
abbreviations.
keep it up.
Oh, don't worry. You don't even have to ask. I do it for fun. Ten seconds.
Mornings on the Max with your morning wood.
For Memphis in May World Championship barbecue tickets, which Morning Wood headline is the actual headline for today? Would a survey find people would rather house hunt on Zillow than have sex?
Would competitive esports be added to the official Olympic Games?
Or would a chihuahua take down an alligator to protect a 2-year-old girl?
901-535-9898. Hi, who's this?
Hey, this is Carl.
Hey, Carl. How are you, bud?
Good. Recently moved over to Memphis, coming from Belgium.
From where?
Belgium?
Wow.
Yeah.
I hear you guys have great beer and waffles.
That's correct. We have great beer indeed.
The waffles are Belgian.
Oh, are they? They're not Belgium waffles, really?
Hey, we have Belgian waffles, but I don't eat. I only drink.
I don't eat. I don't eat. I only drink. So what are you liking about Memphis so far?
It's great. The weather is great, except for today. The food is great. I'm getting to learn the bourbon, but I also find some great beers already here in Memphis. So I love it.
Wonderful. Which one of those Morning Wood headlines is the real headline, brother?
I think the second one.
Oh, man. Come on, dude.
Competitive esports added to official Olympic Games is incorrect.
Ah, Jesus.
Thank you, buddy. 98.1 The Max. Who's this?
Brian,
Brian, which one of those headlines is the real headline?
I'm going to go with the Chihuahua.
Chihuahua taking down an alligator is incorrect.
Would be cute,
Oh.
though.
98.1 The Max. Who's this?
Hey, it's Bob.
Hey, Bob, which one of those Morning Wood headlines is the real headline?
Number one.
Number one. Yes, that is correct.
Thank you, Bob, with the throbbing knob. You got Morning Wood.
Well, because I listen to you on Facebook. That's why I know.
You were part of the Elite 18. And got some tickets to Barbecue Fest as a result of your efforts. And thanks for being committed enough to the show to get us on every platform.
Yes, we appreciate that.
So one hobby has taken off in the last year, and according to a new survey, it's reaching the point where it's interfering with people's daily lives. California contractor site Survey First noticed a trend and did a survey on 1,000 participants to find out more about their Zillow habit. The results are a little surprising. 49% say they'd rather scroll through Zillow and looking at dream homes than have actual sex.
So they like to do things that there's no possible way of happening.
So it seems. 58% say they've missed an important deadline because of their Zillow addiction. And over 50% say they've canceled plans with friends to keep scrolling through Zillow.
What?
That's the results of the survey. Who in the world is that crazy about Zillow? When I was looking for a house to buy, I used Zillow a lot, but that wasn't fun. It was kind of arduous. It's just,
Well, and if I could see it, if the deals, like if houses were on the cheap end versus the expensive end right now,
right?
I could see that being a lot more fun. Like, oh my God, you're not going to believe what we can get for 200,000. But for 200,000, a normal day now is 400,000. So I don't understand why you'd be, hey, you don't know it, you wouldn't believe it. We get all 4 bedrooms for only $1 million. What is fun about that?
4 bedrooms, $1.5 million. 3 bedrooms are $1 million.
But wouldn't you agree that you're like,
well, they're not looking in reality. I mean, they're looking at the $10-12 million homes, I guess, just to see what all lavish amenities are included.
see, and that's what's wrong with us, me included. I could sit there and watch an entire Saturday of Chip and Joanna and not get one thing done. Just watch them work.
Watch them get a lot done.
Yeah.
It makes you feel productive to watch other people get stuff done. It's been my experience that watching people work is just as satisfying as actually doing the work yourself.
When were you a supervisor?
Oh, I'm always in supervisor mode. Anytime there's work going on, I got an eye on it from afar.
I do check my house what it's worth every now and then, but every 6 months.
Ooh, I haven't even done that.
You'll be surprised how much more it's worth now.
Really? Of course, the value automatically goes up when you buy a house so that you'll pay more in taxes.
Well, yeah, but right now it's on such high demand that everybody, I keep seeing people selling in my neighborhood. I just crack up. I'm like, oh, they're going to the retirement home early because they're getting a pretty penny.
Now's the time. If you've been considering selling, that'd be a good time to do it because prices are crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, they they're up like 30%.
That's insanity to me.
And what's even more insane is when people tell me that they're going to sell their house because they can't believe how much money they're going to get for it. And then I say, and where are you going to move to?
Where are you going to live? That's a great question.
Yeah, because you're going to pay that much more for another house.
And you can't stay with me.
You got 2 out this weekend.
Yeah, we got to do a little moving and have a little fun.
Did they find their house on Zillow?
They found it on a website. It might have been Zillow. I don't know if it's a rental, so that they might have been able to find it on Zillow. I'm not 100% sure. They may have found it on the property management website or something like that, but they've been doing the equivalent of Zillow browsing now for a month. No word on their sex life.
That was great.
No word on their sex life. Thank God.
Oh, I finally got it. It's out.
You got the contact out?
Yes.
Congratulations.
I would have felt better if I did it with clean hands. Oh my God.
Clean hands are overrated.
I got Hasseltine texting. Do we care about the Grizzlies?
Yeah, we always care about the Grizzlies.
Oh. You said Carl for president. I don't eat, I only drink. So they lost by 1 last night and they got a game tonight. Is that right?
No.
Huh?
Yeah, they got a game tonight at 8 p.m. against the New York Knicks. And I don't see. Their record is 32-31. How about that?
Well, I was thinking, I know we got Monday Merit, which we can do. But I was thinking that football story after the Grizzlies, if you wanted.
Okay, cool. That works. Let's do that. Well, they didn't lose by 1 last week. They got beat by almost 20.
Well, what did I see this morning?
Well, they did lose by 1 last night.
Oh, okay.
Then they lost by 7 on April 25th, by 2 April 23rd, by 2 April 19th, pardon me. So there have been lots of games, although not all of them or a bunch in a row, but there have been a lot of games that they've lost by 2 or 3 or Just little bitty piddly ass piss out losses.
What? How much time?
Got 2 songs?
So tell them to call in 6 minutes, 8 minutes, 7 minutes.
Sure. Let's give his number out on Facebook and I'll call him.
Okay. All right, you gonna go and see back in 6 minutes?
I think so. 7,
7 minutes.
close to 8, actually.
Okay. I am too. Why? Why is my eye like this today?
How's it going? We'll give you that. It's not terrible. I need a healthy breakfast option, gang. Like, I guess some nuts and berries and stuff. I don't know. Sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits, delicious. That's not terribly good for you, especially the frozen ones. They're all processed and stuff. That's not good for you. They're delicious, though. Something that's quick, something you could pre-make would be best. Anybody got any ideas? I'm listening. Mm. Yo,
What's happening?
what's up, homie? How are you?
Just living the dream. Dropping 9-year-olds off at school and, driving with a bunch of drunk moms before 10 o'clock in the morning.
No, yeah, be careful out there. It's a wild one.
That's great.
What's going on?
Having a biscuit.
How to say it, a cupcake?
Oh, there you go. That's, the staple of every healthy breakfast. I prefer donuts and things like that, but cupcakes are always solid.
Yeah. It's like lunchtime now.
So we're going.
I forget that for you guys it is like lunchtime, isn't it?
It will be.
Unfortunately.
10 o'clock it will be.
But when I was doing morning radio, by this time I was eating pizza, and people are like, "Why?" I'm like,
Yep.
"Yes, I got up 6 hours ago. What are you talking about?"
If it's available.
Yeah, it's there.
I was just talking to the Facebook people about healthy breakfast. I mean, I think Eric just nailed it. Pizza.
Yep.
Pizza. I mean, it's there. It's the best.
It is my favorite food, as if I'm like a 6-year-old.
So what is your day like, Eric? What is your day like, Eric?
Like just on an average day.
Yeah.
Today on a game day. Oh man, I'm pretty wide open during the day, to be honest with you. Then just we've been playing so many games at night. I probably kind of get going work wise about 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock.
Oh, so you're gonna go back home and go back to bed, aren't you?
Not right now, because my car loves to pop tires. So I have to go all the way out to the dealership to have them put a tire that apparently is made out of gold on my vehicle.
Your tires are expensive.
I got in the wrong business, man. I should have made tires
I know.
more expensive. It's ridiculous.
It's $1,000 if I need tires. Easy. Just lay it down. It's $1,000 at least.
Yeah, thankfully this is just one, and hopefully it's under warranty. But anytime, because it's a smaller convertible, and it's got those smaller tires, hit a pothole, which they're everywhere in Memphis, it's a good chance something's gonna happen.
Get the story. Where did I put it?
Something happened with my husband's tire last week, and he's got the huge mutters.
Anyway,
He's got huge mutter tires or whatever they're called. And he didn't buy a spare for it. So the regular spare, it was hysterical. It was just leaning back.
well, Danny, you shouldn't go out and slash them when you're mad at them. And
No.
any White Claws. That's not okay. But I'll bet that looks funny.
Did you see the story about the kid from Memphis?
Yeah.
Where I put it on the thing, but now I can't find it. Because I edited it down and stuff. And now I can't find it.
It's there at 8:12.
Oh, you put it at 8:12. Okay.
I didn't put it anywhere. I cut it and never pasted it. So it was.
Okay. Well, that would explain why I couldn't find it, wouldn't it?
I'm sorry. You got the audio ready?
Yeah.
Do you want to do Eric first or this first?
Yeah, let's do Eric first.
Okay.
You start or me start?
You start. I don't even know what one and done or whatever it is.
Okay.
I'll start.
Okay.
I'm just gonna throw it to you though.
I know. Here we go.
Corey, you said a few weeks ago that the Grizzlies like to lose by 1. I opened up the paper this morning. There it is.
Lost by 1 last night, huh?
Yes.
I mean, it's really been this. The impression is that's the story of their season. Eric Hasseltine joins us right now. And Eric, is that the story of the Grizzlies season?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, I think that's a fair chapter in the book. Let's put it that way. Games that they probably should have won, but did not. And as I tell people, that's part of an NBA season. But yeah, that one Saturday night was not fun because they really should have won that game. And you got to give your opponent some credit for not kind of throwing in the towel when you're down by 20 points. But like the guy hit a great shot, and it's tough, but it's one of those ones you hope in a couple of weeks you're not looking back on and going, geez, that was one that really kind of changed the complexion of our season. So it's crazy because we call it a marathon, not a sprint, but then one game can really change the entire look of the season when it doesn't go your way, or when it does for that matter.
The Grizzlies are 32-31 right now, I think. Is that good enough to make the playoffs? Yep.
Yeah, it is right now, but you have, as you guys know, there's 9 games left. So you can't have slip-ups like that these next 2 weeks. It's going to be a crazy 2 weeks. They play tonight at home. They leave tomorrow for a 3-game road trip, and then they come home and play 4 games in 5 nights at home, and then go out all the way to the West Coast to play a single game against Golden State. And so right now they're good enough. They're 3.5 games ahead of the team chasing one of the spots. There's 10 teams that'll be in what's called the postseason play-in. The top 6 are automatically in the tournament. Then 7's going to play 8, and 9's going to play 10. It's an NBA deal to create more revenue because of the loss of season ticket sales, and to try to make it more fair because teams are playing 10 fewer games, and they feel like those 10 games really kind of separate the 8 teams from the rest of the non-playoff teams. So they're giving teams an opportunity that maybe had to battle injuries or anything COVID related and lost games because of that to be a part of it. If that affected their win-loss total. So it'll be interesting to see because it's gonna get people to watch, but the players are not necessarily wild about the idea because they feel like if they are in the 8th spot that they should be in the playoffs like a normal year. But I think any chance you have to play a little extra basketball right now for the league is a good thing, and maybe get people watching your product a little bit more.
Eric Hasseltine, voice of the Grizzlies. How do you feel about it? Do you get a little extra pay for the 8 games, or you just get paid for the season?
I'm that guy right now that there is a clause in my contract that when they make the playoffs, there's a little extra put on the check, but I right now don't know how to ask for it. I had a hard time asking to upgrade my phone through the team, and I've had my old phone for like 8 years, and I called and I said, hey, I hate to ask this, but I think I'm due for an upgrade. They're like, yeah, like 6 years ago. Do you want it or not? So I just, with nobody being there, that's such a loss of revenue for everyone. You kind of try to be the team player. So if it does happen, I might have to have that email with my boss, but it's going to be like, hey, by the way, hope you're doing great, but where's my note? Or I'll just be like Carl and just start drinking and not eating, and maybe that'll be a equivalent of a bonus.
He's my Belgium hero. I love that guy.
Oh, it's great.
Belgium's a great place, believe me. I played basketball there for about a month when I was on a youth team, and we didn't fare that well because you can drink at 16. So that was
fun. That's awesome.
Eric Hasseltine, voice of the Grizzlies. Thank you, brother. We appreciate you.
All right, guys. Keep up the great work.
You too.
All right, you too.
So the wait lasted 3 days for a quarter of a kid, but it was worth it. Quentin Bohanna is now a Dallas Cowboy. He got the call from Jerry Jones before hearing his name called in the 6th round over the weekend. He finished his career at Kentucky as a captain and an all-SEC defensive lineman. Channel 13 caught up with him, and here's what he had to say.
He told me, he was like, I told you was a cowboy when we talked. And I was like, yeah, I believe you. I was waiting on you. So yeah, I cried a little bit with my mom and my brother just off what we've been through. End up being a productive player and a contributor to the Dallas Cowboys. It's crazy to say that.
Today, when we heard his name called, oh my God, that was the most, oh my God, exciting moment.
Still taking it in. I'm more happy for him though. So this is game. This is field. This is what he do.
It's just me. I'm from Memphis. This grit and grind mindset. So just take that with me everywhere I go, and it's been working with me good so far.
You take that grit and grind mindset with you, you're gonna do good things.
That's right. Were they crying because he has to go to the Cowboys?
That's not funny. That's not funny.
I think it is.
That's not funny.
Nobody's
but laughing but you. All over town, radios just got silent because you're being insulting.
Well, I met a football player, plays for Ole Miss at the Lowe's this weekend, who's an amazing man, Marcellus. Yes.
That is cool.
I'll tell you about it with the Merit Monday next.
Didn't even get my, you know who else was drafted in the first round? Tom Brady. But, you know, you find the moment and you take it. Take the moment.
I did. I took the Merit Monday to go there.
That's fine.
I thought it was a good segue. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Hey.
Hey.
I forget.
All right.
Oh, I feel like we're supposed to be doing 85 contests, don't you?
Yeah, it's kind of a refreshing change of pace to not have 85 of them.
What's the hum challenge?
Try to hold your nose and hum.
I did.
Okay, great. That was going to be the whole break.
What else am I supposed to do?
Laugh about it.
I mean, it sounds like you're underwater, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's really hard to do. I popped my ears the other day doing it.
Oh, it makes itch. Oh, my eyes is just running.
We can drop that. We don't.
Why don't we just do it before the census survey? Make the whole break just senseless.
Okay. That's fine.
You just take 2 short breaks and make them one regular.
Or you could we could drop it if you want to. We don't have to do it.
Why? You don't think everybody in their car is going to try it? They will.
I would think so. Huh. The power of the Cowboys right there.
What's this dude's name? Rusty?
Yeah. Rusty Fudge. All right. What do you want to play? ZZ Top or Godsmack?
Godsmack, always.
I absolutely agree.
What was I coming to my phone to do? Oh, Rusty. How do I know who wants me? Who wants to be my friend? How do I find my friend request?
So the Jimmy Dean sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits are delicious.
Are they? I got the croissants again.
I feel like they're terrible for me, but they are delicious. I got one of those turkey sausage, egg white, wheat bagel things, the Kroger brand, and I can't eat them. They're nasty.
Oh.
So they're sitting there waiting for 2 weeks until Danny Bruns will eat them.
Oh. What you laughing at?
It's funny. You can't insult the Cowboys. What's the one thing I'm going to play ass hurt about? I feel like that'll be satisfying when the football season starts.
Danny ruins everything. What?
I said, I feel like that'll be funny when football season starts and we start kicking ass. Okay. Fudge, like the factory in Uranus. We're going to wake up to pouring down rain tomorrow. Apparently, it's going to rain all day tomorrow. Awesome.
I love when it rains and I have to get up for work.
I like driving to work when it's lightning. That's cool. It waits till I get here to rain. I'm not mad at it.
Let's do a little stand-up time. We'll stand-up time.
Top story on the Today Show's pop culture report. Princess Charlotte turned 6 years old. NBC must be making so much money off the royal family. They must have signed an exclusive contract. I'm Brady with a hat on.
I can't see anything. I got like one eye in, man. One eye. Oh, I can't. This guy's name's Marcellus, right? Yeah.
Who?
My Monday Merit. Are you going to hit that Monday Merit?
You want to start with it? Is it, or do you want to talk a minute and then hit it? Need to know.
What is the merit? For him or for me?
Random act of kindness. Did you witness a random act of kindness?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for being a friend.
It's your
Matt?
Am I the merit or is he the merit?
He is.
Now back to Danny
Is that what you heard last night while you were sleeping naked?
and Country Corey
That's why they call him Jugs after all.
on 98.1 The Max.
I went to Lowe's. I had to get some dirt or some soil conditioner.
Soil conditioner?
Yeah. So my mom's like, go get some soil conditioner for your beds. And I'm like, if this bag doesn't say soil conditioner on it, I'm screwed because I have no idea what that is. Straight up the soil conditioner.
And while you were there, something amazing happened.
Did you witness a random act of kindness?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for being a friend.
It's your Monday Merit on The Max with Danny and Country Corey.
I don't know that it would be too random because you would kind of expect someone to be working at their job, but Marcellus went over and beyond. They have this part of Lowe's where you can go and pick up a bunch of bags of dirt. And I didn't know if the soil conditioner was going to be in that area or if I had to load up the 14 bags myself on a cart. And I'm a little scared that that's going to happen because they're 40 pounds each. And I can kind of throw them on the cart. Can't really throw them up in my car. So I'm kind of proud of myself, Corey. I took a picture of the bag of what it was and its little symbol. What is it? UPC symbol?
Yeah.
And went to the counter and said, hey, I don't know if this would work, but is this in that loading thing? And she hit the UPC thing picture and goes, oh no, it's not in the loading thing, but it worked. Like she knew what bag I needed.
Right? That's awesome.
I know, I'm getting smart in my old age. Like you can use a phone to take pictures. So I said, I need 14 bags of it. I don't know what to do. And what do I need to do? And so she calls Marcellus over. Now, Marcellus is kind of walking around like he's the manager. I don't know if he is or not. But he's like, don't you worry about it, ma'am. You just go get your car and you bring it right up here. Well, that big boy, he was a big boy, man. He loaded all 14 bags and then took them straight out to my car. I mean, hauling, hustling, sweating. Such a gentleman. Well, come to find out, he's playing for Ole Miss, wide receiver.
He's a wide receiver at Ole Miss. And what was his name?
Marcellus, and loading bags of dirt at Lowe's.
It's training. 14.
That's what he said. I said, man,
80-pound bags.
I'm sorry you have to do this. He goes, I do it every day, man, in workout.
Right.
I think he's redshirted, so if you want to look him up, you may not find him. But he was a transfer from St. Paul, I think, and has to sit out for being redshirted this year. But I was just very proud of this kid for being a, in training for football at school, and also not just showing up to work. He was the hardest working kid at Lowe's that day.
I could probably stand to take a few notes from him if he's not standing around at work, because that's what I do most of the time. Just stand around.
Well, I'm standing around right now. You are too. What's even funnier about that story, though? I don't know why I felt like I had to call my dad about it, but I did when I got in the car. I was like, Dad, I just went and got 14 bags of this dirt at Lowe's, and this kid was so awesome. He goes, Marcellus, Ole Miss? I was like, what? He goes, yeah, he just had to load up 16 for me about 2 hours ago.
Kid's getting a reputation.
Yeah. I said, you're kidding me. He goes, yeah, I even tipped him $10. I go, $10? Well, I told Marcellus I felt bad. I had no cash on me. So I went home and got $11.
To one up your dad.
I drove back up there and
wow.
And by the way, he was on lunch break. And I was like, this is awful now. This has turned into, I'm trying to be nice. Finally, I find somebody. I was like, can y'all go tell Marcellus in the break room to come out? I got a tip for him. And they're like, oh, you can just go in there. What? And they're like, oh, yeah, it's right there, back corner. I did. I busted up in that bitch. I just busted up in the break room.
What's
like
up,
I worked
y'all? I'm Danny Bruns.
Yeah. How y'all doing? I've had 16 White Claws. No, I hadn't.
Remember and you said, Marcellus, remember that guy that tipped you $10 earlier? Make sure you know his daughter gave you 11.
I said, it's not often I can one up my dad. So you get it. Here's 11. We go to 11.
Turn it up to 11 with our gratefulness.
Did you witness a random act of kindness?
Thank you. Thank you for being a friend.
It's your Monday Merit on the Max with Danny and Country Corey.
That was a very nice story, Danny. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for being a friend.
You're welcome. If you have a Monday Merit, 901-535-9898. We'd love to hear good news.
We're about a half hour away from a senseless survey. I'll call somebody at random and try to keep them on the phone through 10 ridiculous survey questions. That's coming up at 8:55. All right. You're starting to feel like me, aren't you? Moving around a lot.
Yeah, this stand-up thing is a lot better. I can stretch out everything that... I mean, why when you shovel? And I mean, like, jump on the shovel. Now. Not just shoveling, just anything in general. When you wake up the next day, you're like, what is that muscle? Like, I didn't even know that existed in my body. And today would be my right glute.
Oh, your
buttocks.
Your butt sore. That's the worst.
It's the worst.
The most annoying. It doesn't really hurt. It's just like, why are you doing that? Why?
Oh.
Stupid butt. You're being an ass back there.
Hey, Nico, we don't come to your office and tell you how to wash the floors.
Nico, quick with the criticism. I'm glad I'm not your girlfriend.
No kidding. I like to wake up on Monday morning and criticize people because my life sucks that bad.
I like to wake up on Monday and just blast people I don't know.
Yeah, just say,
I'm hiding behind the Facebook. I'm a badass.
Yeah. I'm going to tell these people. Okay, what do you turn it on for?
Okay, great. I don't really give two damns what you do with your radio, Nico. I really couldn't.
Nico has such a bad life. He wants to ruin other people's. Can't do it. Can't do it.
You won't ruin my day. You won't ruin my day.
My life's awesome.
Let's see who's on the phone. 98.1 The Max. Good morning.
Morning, Cousin Corey.
Hey, buddy. What's your name?
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
From Millington.
Jimmy from Millington. I hope everything's all right.
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I just wanted to call and let y'all know about maybe a week ago, I was in line at Chick-fil-A. This lady started this ordeal, and she paid for the guy that was behind her, but somebody else paid for her. So the whole thing kept trending backwards. And it got to me, and I was like, wait a minute, what? And he said, you can go, sir. Somebody paid for your meal in front of you. And so I got out of the car after I get my food, and I walked up, and I had my credit card in my hand, and I said, them right there, and I paid for those. So I kept it going by doing something good, because I didn't know everybody was paying for the people. Actually, the people in front of me were paying for people behind you.
I know. Isn't it great when that happens?
Man, it was, look, bro, I'm going to tell you, that is something I've never seen in a long, long time.
Well, what I hate is when I get up there to get my one coffee and they paid it forward and they're like, you want to keep it going? I'm like, well, what did they have? And they have like 6 coffees behind me. I'm like, gosh.
Thank you, Jimmy. We appreciate you listening, buddy.
Yeah, y'all have a good one. Have a wonderful week, and God bless you guys. Be safe going home.
You too, bud.
Bye. Then he goes poking a hornet's nest. All right, great.
I'm about ready to end the broadcast. How about you?
Whatever.
Did you see my text?
It's downloading. Avery's staying home today. It's trying to.
I wouldn't do that in case it comes up.
Downloading.